Welcome back to Checkpoint. Now on the number today, we're focusing on some rather shocking statistics that are coming out from the National AIDS Control Council. And this is in regards to stigma, which many would have thought was eradicated by this point. And remember, stigma continues to be the one thing that impedes the fight against HIV. Now, this is some very shocking statistics. Now, this is what it says, that 6 in 10 Kenyans actually think that HIV is punishment for bad behavior. These are statistics coming out from the National AIDS Control Council. It also goes on to say that a further 5 in 10 blame people living with HIV for their illness, and 48% of parents would not allow their children to play with others whose HIV status is known. Now, this is even more shocking. 52% claimed in the survey that they would not buy food from someone whom they know to be HIV positive. Now, this is interesting in many more ways, especially considering the fight against HIV and AIDS, the fact that the government is now providing free ARVs, the efforts with prevention of mother-to-child transmission, but also that it's coming decades after the discovery of HIV and AIDS, and the fact that life is now prolonged and drugs are available. But also interesting in terms of how we think of, sex. And I want to give you this example for just a moment, because those numbers say one of two things. One, either that we're ignorant of the ways in which HIV is spread, because it is not only through sexual intercourse, but there's other ways of spreading HIV. But then it also perhaps states that we're hypocritical in one way or another. This is why. Now, non-communicable diseases account for half of all hospital admissions. Why is this an important number? Because non-communicable diseases are also due to, quote-unquote, bad behavior and poor lifestyle choices. Think about the sedentary lifestyles. Think about our poor eating habits. Think about excessive intake of alcohol that lead to the rise of non-communicable diseases like hypertension and diabetes, which account for half of all of these hospital admissions. In case you think this is a big thing, I'll talk to you about some of the numbers when it comes to that. 47.4 billion shillings is the overall market for medicines for all of these non-communicable diseases, which by far are the biggest killers in Kenya at the moment, above HIV and AIDS. Diabetes affects an estimated 3.5 million Kenyans, and about 2 billion shillings is spent on drugs for diabetes, and a little bit more than that on drugs for hypertension. What is the point of all of this? All of them are diseases that are caused by, if you like, poor lifestyle choices. Why do we have stigma on HIV and AIDS and not on the non-communicable diseases, which are also as a result of some of the lifestyle choices that we make? Perhaps in the number tonight, we need to be a little more realistic with ourselves in terms of our thoughts around sexual intercourse in this country. That is the number for tonight as you ponder on these shocking statistics, because what essentially it means is out of 10 people who are watching me right now, 6 of you believe that someone with HIV/AIDS amongst your midst, in your midst, got that due to their own behavior, and that this is punishment from God. If that be the case, then we should all be punished, for we all make poor lifestyle choices and lead to some of these shocking statistics we've seen tonight. I'd like us to move to our memory lane segment right now on Lest We Forget. We like to do our countdown every Sunday right here. We have 428 days left to the 2017 general election. Put aside all of the issues that are being put on the table for a moment between Cord and Jubilee. Everybody digging their heels in. The question we like to ask on Checkpoint every night is, are you ready? 428 days to go. Are you ready? This means, are you registered as a voter? So let's remind you that the voter registration process in this country is continuous, and it has been since the last general election, and that the registration is happening at the constituency level. Now, the voter registration process will continue up until the 10th of May 2017, when that process will be suspended, allowing the IEBC to collate the numbers and put together the final voter register. Regardless of which way this goes, are you ready to pick your leaders? We're asking you to go to your constituency, tell us about the process or procedure, as we're learning about those two words today. How is that for you? Is it working? Is it not? Are you finding the election registration officials at the centers? Is it a slow process? Is it a fast one? Please let us know. This is our WhatsApp number, 0706 727272. Take a picture, let us know what that process is like, and then send it to us. This is the number. We want to check and see whether this process is working, and if it is working for you, we will keep reiterating right here on Checkpoint that you, the voter, is the ultimate decider, and you need to be ready. Are you? Go out, get yourself registered, send us pictures. We would like pictures. Remember, it's TV, so pictures would be really helpful on this number, and we'll be sharing them with you right here on Checkpoint next week. Let's take a quick break right here on Checkpoint. We will be right back.